Hi, nostalgic home cooks. Today I'm in the kitchen making pumpkin waffles.
These soft and fluffy homemade pumpkin waffles are seriously delicious. Simple to make using ingredients you probably have in your kitchen right now. If you have a partial can of pumpkin left over from some holiday baking, then this is your recipe.
A must-try festive breakfast. Light and fluffy waffles with a delicate crisp outside, full of fall flavors.
So let's get into the kitchen. This is how I make pumpkin waffles.
I'm going to start this recipe by mixing the dry ingredients. To a bowl, add 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm going to give this a quick stir and then set aside while I get on with my wet ingredients. First, I need to separate 3 eggs, making sure not to get any of the egg yolk into the egg whites. To make these waffles extra light and airy, I'm going to whip the egg whites separately and fold them into the batter. Whip the egg whites until they hold a stiff peak and then set them aside. To the egg yolks, I'm going to add 1 3/4 cup of milk, a 1/4 cup of oil, and 2/3 cup of pumpkin puree. I'm going to blend this mixture together until everything is incorporated. Then add this to the dry ingredients and mix until everything just comes together. Handling the batter as little as possible is going to give us softer, tender waffles. Finally, I'm going to fold in the egg whites. I do this by scooping batter from the bottom of the bowl and bringing it to the top of the egg whites. Continue turning the bowl and gently mixing and scooping the batter. Try to keep as many of the foamy bubbles as possible. And my soft orange seasonally scented batter is ready to go into my preheated waffle iron. Now I can scoop the batter onto the waffle iron. I like to scoop a little bit more towards the back of the iron so when it closes it slightly pushes the batter towards the front and seems to give me a more even waffle. But do whatever works best for your waffle iron. Once my waffle iron starts to steam, the waffles should be cooked and ready to remove. And now comes the best part, topping all of those warm, tender waffles. The classic big stack of pumpkin waffles is served with butter melting on top, a few chopped roasted pecans, and a generous amount of fresh maple syrup. However, some other great toppings that pair perfectly with pumpkin waffles are fresh berries and whipped cream, cinnamon sugar, applesauce, or yogurt, nuts, and honey. These homemade pumpkin waffles freeze and store extremely well, which makes them a great recipe to make ahead and serve warm any day of the week. This is the perfect warm seasonal breakfast that will bring the whole family to the table. Enjoy! If you're a fan of deliciously simple vintage recipes and old-fashioned skills, then you'll want to check out this next video. Thanks for stopping by.